Alright, hello everybody, it's me, Clock. And we're playing Witches Bound. Visual novel,
No.
I was gonna say Otome game, but there was an update. This is just day one, by the way. To be a male, and chat really wants me to make this yaoi, so we're gonna be a dude. Hell yeah, brothers. What's your name? Yun. Sure. Wait, no. It'll be Clock. What's Clock gonna get himself into? Would you like to leave original MC's appearance? Yep.
No.
Wait, leave original MC's appearance? Yes. I don't know if that means use it or don't use it. I want to use it. I'm drifting in darkness, weightless. Light breaks through, and suddenly I'm standing in a strange forest glen. Chat can't hold themselves back. God. The trees tower above me, their branches twisting against a night sky dotted with stars. Flowers I've never seen before pulse with a faint inner light, swaying in a wind I barely feel. The air carries whispers I can almost understand. I step forward. Beneath my bare feet, the ground is cool and soft. Wait, what? I'm barefoot? Brother, why are you out walking in the woods with no shoes on? Every step feels familiar, like my body remembers what my mind forgot. Suddenly I hear footsteps behind me. Bro actually looks a little like Clock, honestly. Regular Clock, not Yaoi Jesus Clock. Here, for reference. Reference? Okay, here, regular Clock? Very similar, right? I feel like it's, obviously like a little more femboy. Not as cool, because I'm badass, but, Of course, chat already redeemed a outfit, so we will be playing with this outfit. I turn, heart racing, but strangely I'm not afraid yet. A figure stands in the shade of the trees. I can't make out his face. Little Prince. Excuse me! I'm just call me Prince. Don't add the little. His voice is rough, and the word pierces deep into my bones. Suddenly smoke rises from the ground, curling around the glowing flowers before flames burst up around me. The scent of burning petals fills my lungs. The heat crushes in. As everything fades to black, a voice follows me down, distant at first, then right against my ear. Let's see where your choices will lead you this time, little witch. Okay, shit, I was a prince before, now you're calling me a witch? Rude. I'm a warlock? If anything. I wake up to darkness, the fading traces of a dream slipping just beyond my reach. Something about flowers, or fire, or... The details slip through my fingers like water. You were talking in your sleep again. His voice comes from somewhere across the room. I don't bother looking. I know he'll show himself when he feels like it. Did I say anything interesting? Just the usual nonsense. Though you did mention something about a prince this time. Hope it wasn't about yourself. Okay, who is this? I throw my pillar in the general direction of his voice. Shut up, Tiz. Tiskers. Tiskers. Is this the cat? Careful with the violence, Prince. The alarm cuts through our banter, its ring making me wince. 7 a.m. It's my fucking cat, Tiskers. I drag myself to the bathroom, the usual weight of the morning settling over me. The boy in the mirror almost looks tired, almost unrecognizable. Dark circles beneath his eyes, tangled hair, definitely not a prince. Whatever that dream was about, hey, you may not think yourself as a prince, chat, but you got dark circles, medium length hair, messy, you're probably hot in my book, so. Tiskers materializes on the sink counter, looking like a black puddle of smugness. You look terrible. Thanks for the morning sass, Tiz. Just what I needed. He stretches lazily, taking up more space than a cat his size should. Honesty is a virtue. That's what familiars are for, right? Based black cat familiar. Pretty sure familiars are supposed to be helpful. I am helping. Someone's gotta keep you grounded. I wince as I run my fingers through my tangled hair. Just keep the floating to a minimum while you're here. I don't need the landlady thinking I adopted a pet. Just stay in my room or wander around the city. Pet? Me? What the? I am a being of ancient power and mystic knowledge. I love Kitty. Ancient power that still demands tuna I barely afford. I've defeated? What the hell? What's the point of a familiar? Just get a real cat. At least I won't be made fun of by my real cat. I wrestle with a particularly stubborn knot in my hair as Tiskers ignores my comments. The audacity of humans never fails to amaze me. The familiar routine grounds me, but I can't shake the unease from the dream. That voice from the dream still lingers at the edge of my mind. Let's see where your choices will lead you to this time, little witch. My hand slows down, still brushing out knots as Tiskers tilts his head. His gaze sharpens. You're thinking too hard again. I can see it on your face. Oh, am I making a poopy face? My bad, my bad. I pause, the brush still in my hand. Now, I believe there's 2 endings to this. I don't think this would matter that much, but I'll save. It felt important. In my dream, someone called me Prince. It felt important. Important? I don't know. Sounds like a weird dream to me, just like the rest. At the end, there was a voice. It said something about choices. Choices, huh? Spooky. Well, don't let it get to your head, kid. You're already bad enough at making decisions. Still thinking about your little escape. My hand freezes mid-brush. His question catches me off guard. I'm not escaping, I'm just... chasing destiny. Breaking free from life's cruel chains. Are we on a Dumas-level freedom quest? You've read too many of those novels, kid. His tone is gentler now, though still layered with sarcasm. And you're an expert on freedom and destiny now. I'd be the best at it if I cared. Except I'm the one who has to make the choices. He pauses his eyes, narrowing with mock importance. Touché, but you're still bad at them. Just don't get too carried away with all this romance, or you'll end up with revenge or a stupid death. I roll my eyes and keep rushing. If I were you, I'd just ruin her drink or something. Her drink? One little mishap with her precious poison and bam, no more issues, and her book collection as a bonus. I wouldn't do something like that, what the hell? Tiz, that's not funny. I wouldn't do that. Still too noble for your own good. Honestly, if you just relax a little, things would be a lot more interesting. Although I do appreciate a killer cat trying to encourage me into killing. That's actually quite based. He stretches again, graceful and languid as always. Interesting, or completely out of control. Out of control is interesting. A little chaos never hurt anyone. Well, not anyone we care about. You're such a pain. You wound me. I'm just expanding your options. I could have been the familiar of some bold, thrill-seeking sorceress, causing chaos in the name of magical progress. But no, I'm stuck with the one who won't even cast a spell without good and reason. I'm starting to think you're more trouble than you're worth, Tiz. Oh, stop being dramatic and just get ready. Yes, oh wise one. See you at the cafe. He disappears, probably off to terrorize every bird in the neighborhood. Tiskers makes it easy to forget he's a familiar, and not just some weird talking cat. Excuse me, is this not your first time with a talking cat? Is this your first time with a talking cat? What the fuck? I give the mirror one last look, straightening my shoulders. Yeah, my regular cats talk all the time. Meow, meow, meow. That's my cats. Fucking A, man. The morning crowd parts around me along the hallway as I make my way to class. I keep my head down, counting steps, measuring breaths. Just make it to class. That's all I need to... Well, 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 look who it is. Wait. Look how the turntables. My shoulders tense before I even see her. The hallway falls silent. This strange kind of silence where no one's watching, but everyone's watching. Oh no, man. Why is she so pretty? Still trying to play invisible, little puppy. She moves closer, deliberate and slow, like a cat toying with its prey. The students press against their lockers, setting the stage without a word. You know, I'm all for gender equality, so I guess that means a girl's gonna bully me now. Oh my god, why is she so... Why are they so pretty, dude? Now I know why I'm getting bullied, dude. They slay, dude. They slay nerds like me. Don't call me little puppy, Daniel. Careful, Angie. If you scare him too much, he might pass out. Cry. Yeah. Honestly, my response, cry. My vision blurs as tears well up, and I hate how weak I feel. She notices, of course. Her smirk becomes wider, triumphant. Oh, poor little clog. Stop being mean to me. I wish I was VTuber right now so I could hit the cry button. Damn it. This would have been good. She coos, her voice syrupy sweet, but with just enough mockery to make my stomach twist. Are you crying? I hold her gaze anyway, though it seizes my throat, like swallowing jagged pieces of glass. The silence presses in, suffocating. Viv tilts her head, studying me like I'm some sort of puzzle. Oh, he's trying so hard. Almost sad. My fingers curl into fists at the sides, nails biting into my palms. Angie leans in closer, her smile almost tender, like she's enjoying this one moment. There you go, right where you belong. She whispers, too low for anyone to hear. You really think you can just walk around here like nothing's wrong? Her hand moves fast, the strap of my bag catching on her perfectly manicured nails. One sharp tug and my books hit the floor, scattering like fallen leaves. Did she just cut my book bag? What? Are her nails that fucking sharp? Women can't... Can you confirm? Do your nails get that goddamn sharp? What are these little fucking daggers in your fingers? Okay. Okay, but if they're this pretty, maybe I don't mind getting bullied, honestly. So clumsy. Her tone is light, like she's talking to a child. No! I'm a man! Date me! Her gaze flicks over me, her lips curling faintly. Do you guys know that meme? Do you guys know that meme? Wait, I'm looking it up. You guys know that meme? Of like this? This is literally my life right now. Wait, I don't know if I can show this. Wait. Give me a minute. Give me a moment of your time. Give me a moment of your time, okay, chat? Give me a moment of your time. This is... Okay, this is good enough, I guess. This is good enough, I guess. This is literally, this is literally me right now. Oh. Yeah, this is literally me and, Pepe, right? Oh my god, dude, this is literally us right now. Yeah, I'm getting bullied, chat. No. Wait, what's it? I skipped the line. Thank you. Thank you for waiting for that. He's so quiet, I forget he exists half the time. It's called minding my own business. Stay silent. I feel like this one might be important, actually. Okay, wait. It's called minding my own business. I take a steadying breath, crouching to gather these scattered books. Angie looms over me, her shadow stretching across the floor like a taunt. Her smirk is as smug as ever. My fingers slide over the familiar worn edges of my notebooks. I stand up slowly, holding the books against my chest and meet her gaze. Oh, by the way, if a girl was bullying me, I'm looking up. I'm looking disrespectfully. If you're bullying me, I'm looking disrespectfully, chat. It's called minding my own business. Try it sometime. For a moment, surprise flickers across Angie's face, before it hardens into a tight-lipped smile. Viv lets out a low, mocking chuckle, tilting her head. My reaction throws her off, but not too much. True. Don't say true. That's kind of weird. Only if I'm being bullied, okay? I'm always looking respectfully otherwise. Angie's eyes narrow dangerously, and the smile on her lips twist into something sharper, more menacing. My, how disrespectful. Did I just hit a nerve? You think you're clever, don't you? Acting like you're above it all. Like you're too good to acknowledge your place. The heat in my chest flares, but I force myself to hold her gaze. If you say so. She steps forward again, and I brace myself. Angie's boot slams down on my chemistry notebook. I thought that said boob. I was like, excuse me. Just slammed her boob into my textbook. Based. Hot. The crack of the impact echoes like thunder. My stomach clenches as I watch the pages crumble beneath her heel. As dramatic as ever. I feel like I'm in some high school drama. Any second now, the choir will start her villain theme song. She leans in closer, her voice dropping to a hiss. You really don't know when to stop embarrassing yourself, do you? Playing dumb won't save you. You know exactly why this is happening. Something dark flickers behind her eyes as she glances at Viv. Look at him now. On the floor. Wait, I really am on the floor. Wait, I literally am the meme. His clothes are so cheap. I could never wear something like that. Wait a second, chat. Wait, is it... Wait, chat? Wait, is it... Wait, chat, is this literally what's happening right now? I'm crying. I'm on the ground looking up at hot girls with skirts on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's funny. That's funny as fuck. Do they not have class to go to? Apparently not. I hope you're not waiting for someone to save you. You should have stayed gone when you could. Now? She leans forward, her voice dropping low. This is really the meme, right? I'm on the floor, crying, looking up at hot girls. Her voice dropping low. Now I'm going to make sure you remember exactly where you belong. She straightens up and tosses back her hair with practiced elegance. Viv falls in step behind her as the two girls walk away, their laughter carrying off to echo off the hot lockers. Bullying is more important than class. Wow. Wow! Don't say true! So rude. I gather my last notebook, fingers brushing over the boot print on its cover. What, did she step in a pile of shit? Why is there a boot print on my books? Around me, the crowd begins to disperse. Some look away, while others stare too long. Their pity feels like a spotlight, but no one would dare to get involved. Here's the thing about Angie. She really thinks she's the hero of the story. The thought almost makes me smile. Almost. I stand shouldering my bag. The bell rings and the hallway fills with motion again. Just another scene. I make it to my classroom without anything else happening. I sit alone near the back, hoping no one will notice me. The teacher keeps talking about some old piece of history. My desk is close to the window, far from the faint outline of a former student seated in the front row. His hand raised as if waiting to answer a question that was asked decades ago. His figure shimmers slightly, frozen in an endless loop. He's harmless, unlike the living. Wait, what? I'm just seeing... Okay, I farted, but what? Excuse me, I just see ghosts too. By the way, clock reference. Usually I don't even notice him. My gaze drifts to the clock. Hey, it's me. As if wishing the hands would move faster. A muffled laugh pulls me back to the present. Angie and Viv are whispering to each other, glancing my way and laughing quietly behind their hands. I don't need to hear the words to know the routine by now. The bell rings, jolting me back, and I'm the first one up. I grab my bag and head straight for the door. With 15 minutes before my next class, I duck into the library. The The low hum of whispers and quiet movement feels almost peaceful. Pull out my notebook and turn to the page with my schedule, my eyes landing on tomorrow's project assignment. Community service. Lucky me. Apparently, I've been assigned to clean an old abandoned house as part of a revitalization project. It'll help my grades, so I really don't have a choice. Free labor that's supposed to teach responsibility in a community. Sounds about right. A faint laugh rings through the nearly empty library, bouncing between the shelves. The sound is distant, almost eerie, like a memory. Some ghosts are as much a part of this place as the books. They love attention whenever they can get it, so I've learned not to react. I slip the notebook back into my bag and glance at the clock. It's me! It's me! With the next class starting soon, I take a deep breath and get ready to leave. Maybe this time I'll actually be able to focus. After class, the final bell rings, and I'm out the door before the sound fades. The afternoon sun feels too bright and warm, completely out of place with the day I've had. I glance at my watch. Clock reference. This is just enough time to catch the bus to work. On the ride, I lean against the cool glass, watching the city blur past in the streaks of color and sound. Café isn't far, but it feels like another world compared to the cold atmosphere of my school. Stepping off the bus, I take a deep breath. The air smells faintly of coffee, warm and grounding. The small space greets me with its usual quiet charm. My fingers trail lightly along the counter as I walk towards the back. A wilting fern on the counter catches my eye. Very important. Do I pet the fern? Yes, I will brush the fern's leaves. I reach out, brushing its leaves. Under my touch, the plant seems to lift up as if waking up. At least you don't mind having me around. That's sad. The plant feels warm, alive, beneath my fingers. I let my hand linger for a moment before pulling away. How do you know a plant feels alive, chat? Where are you touching this plant to know that? I slip into the back room to change into my uniform. The familiar routine calms me. The hum of the coffee machines, the clatter of cups, and the quiet murmur of voices help me relax. Check its pulse. Alright, sure. What the hell? Sure. Smoothing down my apron when I hear a familiar voice. Ah, Clock, you look drained. How's the school treating you? Same old teenage drama. Hey, Tiz. Yeah, it's definitely the same. Those girls won't leave me alone until the end. Same, he says. He drawls as if unimpressed. One day you're gonna wish you'd let loose just a little. Trust me, witch isn't just a title, it's a state of mind. Don't kick the cat, what the hell? A very fun one. Witch, come on, I'm a guy. Damn, youth, a witch is a witch, guy or girl. But fine, if it makes you feel better, Witcher. Witcher? No, I think you got your terms mixed up a little bit. I think you got your term mixed up a little bit there. Pretty sure if I was a Witcher, I'd kill myself. Warlock. Warlock? I know not all versions of Warlock are a male witch. And I know there are, you know, you can have male and female be the term witch. But generally speaking, I feel like most people agree it's Warlock. If you're a dude, you're a Warlock. If you're a girl, you're a witch. Generally speaking, I feel like that's like the general consensus. Forget about high school drama. You better watch yourself. That old witch has eyes and ears everywhere. I know, Tiz. But don't skip on your protections. You never know when some wayward spirit decides a little witch makes a good snack. I smile as he walks away with his usual air of importance. Some days Tiskers feels like the most constant part of my life, and somehow that feels reassuring. Grabbing a notepad and pen, I step out to take orders. The evening passes in a steady rhythm. Scribbled requests, quiet conversations, and the faint hiss of milk steaming. Every so often, my eyes drift to the window. The sky deepens into a twilight, and the streetlights flicker on. Outside, the world feels distant, like it's just on the other side of a veil. For a moment, my thoughts wander. What would it be like to just walk away? To leave it all behind and start somewhere fresh, where no one knows me. But the thought fades almost as quickly as it comes. I sigh, turning back to the counter. The espresso machine hums, filling the air with warm, grounding smell of coffee. I glance over at Tiskers, who was already lying in his usual spot by the window, pretending to be just a cute, lazy cat. But, look, Chad, it's you. I envy how easy it is for him to be normal. Sorry, I'm messing up my words so much today. I'm actually so tired. Even with his air of importance, he seems pretty silly. That you never know if he's having fun or playing with people around him, including me. Abbreviate the cutoff though. Yeah, cat, you are. Weird that you said it to yourself, but I wonder if I'll ever figure it out. A shadow crosses the room, pulling me from my thoughts. I look up to see a new face, someone who looks out of place here. He's tall, dressed in sporty clothes with red dyed hair. Hey, with Rez. The natural blonde roots stretch far, almost halfway down, like it's been a while since he last bothered to touch it up. A while? I think he's trying to grow it out, man. I think he's trying to get rid of it. A few piercings glint as he moves, giving him a certain rebel vibe. He stands out for sure. He scans the room before choosing a seat by the window, away from the few other customers. It's okay, you can read slowly today. I didn't mean it that way. What do you mean, not slowly? What? My first instinct is to avoid him, but I can't ignore a customer. And he's already noticed me. I grab my notepad and walk over, slipping into my usual routine. Hi, what can I get for you? He looks up, and his eyes lock on mine. His eyes are sharp, and there's something searching in them. Really? Because he looks a little glazed to me. Catches me off guard, and for a moment I feel exposed. His pupils are a little big, so they just kind of look like, The silence stretches, just long enough to make me uneasy. Is everything alright? My voice wavers slightly, and I mentally cringe. Ugh. Why is he looking at me like that? Do I look weird? Just a black coffee. Thanks. His voice is low and rough around the edges. Sorry, can't do that. I nod, already turning to leave, but his next words stop me in my tracks. Have we met somewhere? My heart jumps. Using that as a line, bro? Yikes. Are you sure you're not just using that as a line? His lips twitch into the ghost of a smirk. You think I'm hitting on you? I don't know. Are you? His eyes narrow slightly. His gaze feels intense, just enough to make my pulse quicken. Do I look like I need lines? His voice is calm, but there's a quiet humor in it, like he's letting me in on some private joke. Hi, it's okay to be late. We've started the game, though. Playing Witches Bound. I don't know. Do you? His head tilts slightly, like he's weighing my words. You get repetitive. Huh. Truth in his words makes me blush. Not a line. You just look familiar. Well, I work here for a while now. Maybe you've seen me around. He leans forward slightly, resting his elbows on the table. His gaze doesn't waver, and the intensity in it makes the space between us feel smaller. Maybe. Or maybe I'd remember if I had. The words are quiet, almost an afterthought. I'll get that coffee for you. Take your time. I hurry back to the counter, but I can still feel his presence like a warm spot on my back. When I glance over, he's pulled out a notebook, writing something with quick, sharp motions. The plants near his table are leaning toward him, just slightly, like they're curious too. Tiskers hops on the counter beside the coffee machine, his tail twitching. Tiskers, stop! That! Why are you making that face? What the hell was that about? Didn't see that weirdo before. I'd remember a punk like that. Yeah, he was a bit hot, wasn't he? It's not cute. It's not nice. The bell chimes and June bursts through the door like a gust of fresh air. Oh my god. Oh my god. She's so pretty. What the fuck? Honestly, not smash, chat. Mary. Her short, messy hair somehow looks intentionally styled instead of rushed. The void is adorable. Yeah, reminds me of my own black cat. Just as much of a little shit as Tiskers, too. Yo, Sevin. You get here before me, huh? Sevin. She throws herself in the chair across from him with the easy confidence of someone who's never worried about taking up space. Find myself envying that sometimes. Wow, the eyes are kind of perfect. Clock, help me out here. Iced coffee? I'm dead after practice. Coming right up. Iced coffee, based. As I start preparing her drink, Tiskers is still on the counter beside me. His tail twitches as he stares at seemingly Sevin in a pretty obvious way. Is it Sevin? Sevin? Sevin. That one's different. You say that about everyone. No, this is something else, dumbass. Before I can question him, he hops off the counter and heads straight for June's table. There's my favorite cafe cat. Come here, handsome. She scratches under his chin, and she starts purring immediately. So much for his dignified familiar act. Oh, his name is Sevin. Still collecting strays everywhere you go. He doesn't look up from his notebook, but there's a faint trace of something almost tender in his voice. Says the guy who avoids any type of contact. No girl would ever get close to you with that grumpy act. Some of us have standards. From the corner of my eye, I catch a glimpse of something unusual yet familiar. Named after a number. It might be Sevin, but I like 7 better, honestly. A pale, semi-transparent fox slipped between the tables at the back of the cafe. Excuse me? Its movements are fluid, cautious, its faint outline flickering like light through fog. It's irregular here, always appearing in the late afternoon, wandering between tables as if searching for something it lost long ago. Oh, a ghost fox? They all do. I watch it move gracefully past the tables, its form almost blending into the soft shadows. When it nears June and Sevin's table, I force myself to look away, until I notice his gaze shift, just for a split second, following the fox's path. I grip my notepad tighter, feeling the press of its edges dig into my fingers. I'm used to it. The faint presence that belongs to a world most can't see. But did he notice? Must be a coincidence. Nah, that man's a warlock. I glance at Sevin again. He's a witch. He's back to focusing on his notes, his expression unreadable. Shaking off the thought, I bring their drinks to the table, setting them down with a polite smile. Thanks, Clock. Hey, we should hang out sometime. Yes. I know this great place downtown. I'm kind of busy lately. No! You're always busy. June, he's working. Stop being such a mood killer. She turns back to me. Oh, I didn't introduce you to. Sevin's one of my closest friends. Nice to meet you. My name's Clock. Something flickers across Sevin's face when our eyes meet. That same strange deja vu feeling hits me again. Sevin gives a short nod. Same. His voice is flat, reserved. Wow, Sevin. You're really selling yourself here. He's working. He doesn't need the full biography. As he just casually is like flexing in front of me. June groans dramatically, rolling her eyes at him before turning back to me with a grin. Don't mind him, Clock. I do love the art style, it's really good. He's just like that. Always serious and antisocial. And you're always loud. He glances at me one more time before he returns his focus to his notes. Feels like he's deliberately keeping his distance. I think you two will get along eventually. You're such a cutie. Even the plants are so much more lively since he works here. Wait. I'm just overflowing with charm. Oh, absolutely. I stroke the plants every day. I'm just overflowing with charm. See? This is why I like you, Clock. You're adorable. Wait, no. You're supposed to say suave and cool. Sevin raises an eyebrow, leaning back slightly, his lips twitching into a faint smirk. His gaze lingers on a moment too long. Clock, bring Tiskers back. The cat is there. He's being pet. He's being stroked. Adorable, huh? You think he needs the ego boost? I blink, unsure if I should laugh or roll my eyes. I was just bullied today. Yes, I need the ego boost. The way he's looking makes my stomach do an odd little flip. Oh, I'm not sure my ego can take it. I already get compliments from the plants. Don't say that. June gasps, clutching her chest like I've wounded her. Plants love you, Clock. I wish animate, moving creatures, maybe people complimented me. I swear, every leaf shines with joy when you walk by. You're basically a Disney princess. I am a man! Sevin snorts, the sound low and amused. Disney princess? But he's a guy. Okay, maybe a forest druid or something. You know what I mean. Who am I, then? The villain? Please. You're more like the reluctant sidekick. I can't help but chuckle at the image. Sevin shifts, crossing his arms with exaggerated indifference. Ganged up on me already. Great. Oh, please. Don't get jealous. Anyway. She leans in toward me, her voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper. Don't let him fool you. Deep down, he's a softie. Loves animals, plays the guitar, even rescues kittens. Based. Please tell me he knows how to play Wonderwall. Kittens? I glanced at Sevin, suddenly seeing him in a different light. Sevin sighs, rubbing the back of his neck. That was one time. One time? You built that stray shelter. A whole shelter? Impressive. Not really a villain after all. Sevin shrugs, feigning disinterest, but I noticed the tips of his ears turning slightly pink. Where? What? You can barely see his ears. Even villains need hobbies. June claps her hands together, looking far too pleased with herself. See, I knew you two would get along. You're totally complimentary. Sunshine and storm clouds. Sevin raises an eyebrow. Come on. Now I'm a storm cloud. Do you really have to ask? I laugh, trying to switch the conversation to a more neutral ground. So, how long have you two known each other? Forever, basically. Since we were kids. He was far more cute back then, for the record. And you've been loud since birth. You're too obvious in your motives. Step back a little. Come on. I have your best interest. I chuckle awkwardly and excuse myself to go on with my work. I make my way back to the counter, but not before casting one last glance towards the fox. It sits by the far window now, watching the scene with quiet eyes that seem almost sad. I look over at Sevin again, wondering for a moment if he really did see it, but his focus is elsewhere. The afternoon crowd is thinned out. My shift is almost over. June checks her phone, then stands stretching with a dramatic sigh. My turn. Go home and rest, Clock. You look tired. She bumps my shoulder lightly as she heads behind the counter. Sev, you're camping here all night or something? The atmosphere is good for studying. But he's not looking at his books when he says it. Right. The atmosphere. There are actual libraries in this city, you know. And since when are you actually studying? You're annoying. Libraries don't work at this hour. Keep it up and you're not getting a refill. Yeah, okay, bro. I slip into the back room to change, the weight of the shift heavy on my shoulders. Tiskers circles my feet while I take off my apron. Do you think he noticed our permanent guest? I don't know. His tone is casual, but I catch the edge of curiosity in his voice. When I step back into the cafe, Sevin's gaze catches mine from across the room. See you around, Clock. I wonder if I should ask if he'll be around more. I wonder. Or will that sound like I want him around? Would it be weird? Nah, you're homies now. Homies, you know? You're my homie's homie, so you're now my homie, I guess. Yeah, will you be around more? It's not a big deal after all. Will you be hanging around more? Sevin raises an eyebrow, his expression shifting ever so slightly, like he's weighing his response. Miss me already. The teasing catches me off guard, and I fumble for a response. I just thought you might... Never mind. His lips tilt slightly, a faint, almost reluctant smile forming as if my awkwardness is more entertaining than he'd care to admit. Good luck with your night studies. Though it seems like June will kick you out eventually. I glance toward June, catching her exaggerated eye roll from behind the counter. I've got my methods. I mid-step towards the door when his voice stops me. Clock. Something in his tone makes me pause. I turn, catching a flicker of something in his eyes. Wait. He moves closer. I can almost feel his breath. My breath catches, not from fear, just something else. His hand reaches towards my face, fingers impossibly light. You just fingered my face impossibly light? For a moment, I'm frozen. His fingertip brushes my cheekbone, barely touching. A fallen eyelash. No way, dude! No way you just took a fallen eyelash off my face. Café seems to freeze around us. June's distant movement, Tiskers' silent watch, the afternoon light. Oh. I can feel the blush spreading, betraying every subtle emotion I'm trying to hide. Without another word, I duck my head and practically stumble through the door, the cafe's bell chiming my retreat. Be careful on your way home. His words follow me out, quiet but somehow heavy. My feet move automatically down the familiar sidewalk, but my mind stays behind. Wow, he was focusing on her face that much, chat. His fingertips against my skin, the careful precision of his movements. Press my fingers to the spot he touched, the warmth still lingering. The rational part of my mind tries to brush it off as mere politeness. My cheeks are still burning, and I'm oddly grateful for the cool autumn air against my skin. Sevin's voice still follows me out into the evening air like a distant memory. The cafe fades into the background. Tiskers reappears beside me, as usual, knowing that no one is there to see his sudden appearances. That boy. You should be careful. I thought you were done giving cryptic warnings. You're repeating yourself. You have an awful habit of ignoring me. I'm just keeping an eye out. You attract trouble like a magnet. You're insufferable. And you're blushing. Don't middle finger me, cat. You're a goddamn cat. Coincidence? Don't tell me that punk is your type. And if he is, 'tis. He's just June's friend. June is my type. Don't make it weird. But even as I say it, I can't shake the feeling that Sevin might not be someone I should easily ignore. 20 minutes later. The walk home feels endless. 20-minute walk? Brother, take the bus at that point. What? What? 20 minutes? 20 minutes isn't too bad of a walk, but still. I feel like the bus would just save you a lot of time at that point. The walk home feels endless. My feet drag against the pavement, every step heavier than the last. 20 minutes is nothing? No, it is something, because my walk to work is 5 minutes. Honestly, I know people go like way longer than that, but just take the bus. It's cheap. Get a bus pass. My feet drag against the pavement, every step heavier than the last, and then boom bada bing, you got like 5-minute trip. The streetlights are just starting to flicker on when I finally reach my door. Walking is free? I mean, true, but your time isn't. 20-minute walks are nice and calming. You say that after an 8-hour shift as a barista, okay? Trust me, not so. I used to do it. Although I biked, and I made the 20-minute walk turn into like a 5-minute bike ride. I reached my keys automatically, hand diving into my bag. I guess you could also bike. Biking would be really fast too, because that's what I used to do when I worked as a barista, actually, after an 8-hour shift. You're a barista? No, I'm not a barista anymore. I was a barista. It was one of my first jobs. And funny enough, I biked home until I moved, and then I took the bus. Because it was a little too far to bike, and it was all uphill. Biking would be best. Yep, you know it. But you accidentally put a, you spelt that wrong. My fiance is a barista, he's super good at it. Based. It's honestly really fun job, actually. You're a chef or something now? No, I didn't go to school, so I'm not a chef. I'm just a stinky cook. A cook. Nothing. My stomach sinks. No, not a chef, not a chef, not a chef. I didn't go to school. That's a part of my lore, is that I'm a dropout. No. I dump everything onto the ground, paper scattering in the evening breeze. I worked a lot of jobs, though, before I ended up where I am now. I like being a cook. I'm a pretty good cook. My hands shake as I dig through every pocket, pushing aside receipts and crumpled notes. Desperation making my movements frantic. They have to be here somewhere, but they're not. Make us food. Let me cook, chat. The memory suddenly hits me. I'm gonna lace your food with poison, though. My books scattered across the hallway floor. Auntie's laughter echoing off the lockers. The key must have fallen then. No, dude! My legs give out, and I slide down against the door, almost defeated. The rough wood catching at my sweater. Thought about being a barista. The job looks fun. Just pausing the game for a second. It can be fun being a barista, but you really gotta be a people person, because you gotta interact with people a lot, and sometimes people are very mean. Also, if you work at like if you work in a small town place, it's probably fine. Poison, you do love us. Don't work for Starbucks? Yeah, it's like, yeah, stuff like that is pretty bad. Working for a chain, any kind of chain, is just not that great. But I mean, it can be fun. It's not too hard. What makes it hard is if you're busy. The tears come hot. Oh, and the fact that people get angry if you mess up. The tears come hot and fast now, blurring the world around me. Fun story. I used to wear a badge that said training when I was a barista for a whole I was a barista for almost 2 years, like as one of my beginner jobs when I first started working, and I kept the training badge the entire time. I eventually became the supervisor after a year, and I still left the in-training badge on. and regulars would be like, why do you still wear that? All the time, and I'd just be like, oh, people are less likely to be mean to me. They say it looks fun. I'm like, it can be a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Just not fit for it. Never will be. Her voice echoes in my head. So clear it feels like she's standing right here. That same smug certainty that used to make me feel so small. I press my palms against my eyes, trying to push the memory away, but it clings to me like smoke. Maybe she's right. Maybe I'm just fooling myself. But don't worry, chat. I can make the best goddamn pumpkin spice latte that you'd ever want, okay? Extra foam, fucking heart shape, or leaf shape. I can do it, okay? Believe in me. The first drops of rain hit my shoulders, because of course it would rain now. A bitter laugh escapes my throat. Use magic! Perfect. Just perfect. Footsteps approach, soft, against the wet pavement. I don't look up. Can't bear to have anyone see me like this. Are you okay? The voice sounds gentle, concerned. When I finally lift my head, I see a young man watching me with worried eyes. Smash, by the way. This is like the male version of June. Smash, but no pink eye. Haha, no pink eye. Dark hair, light blue eyes. Must be my housemate. I've forgotten he was moving in today. Is your name Clock? Is he a priest? I scrub at my face with my sleeve, mortified. My cheeks burn despite the evening chill. Yes, I'm sorry. My laugh comes out shaky, and I hate how vulnerable I sound. Don't smirk. The word seems to catch in my throat. This is probably not the best first impression. The guy crouches down beside me, close enough to block some of the rain, but not so close that it feels invasive. No need to apologize. What happened? Lost my keys. Probably at school. I gesture vaguely at my scattered belongings, watching as the rain starts to dot my papers. Thought I'd have to sleep out here. Pretty dramatic, huh? You know what, actually, I'd give him the Riz voice, because he's got that smirk. Hey, we all have those days. His smile is warm, genuine. Come on. Let me help you pick these up at least. He moves carefully, gathering my stuff with a gentleness that seems almost surprising. I watch his hands, steady and sure, as they rescue my books and notebooks. MC is a train wreck, we're a boy failure. You don't have to. I know. He glances up at me through the rain, a small smile softening his features. I just want to. Something about those simple words makes my breath catch. Water drips from his dark hair, and his sweater is starting to cling to his shoulders, but he doesn't seem to care. I have a spare key to the front door. At least you won't have to sleep in the rain. He stands and offers me his hand. I hesitate for a second before sliding my palm against his. His grip is warm, despite the chill. He pulls me up with careful strength. My legs feel steadier than expected. How about some tea? You look like you could use a warm drink. For the first time today, something in my chest loosens. That would be really nice. Thank you. Damien. You can call me Damien. Thank you, Damien. Good chunk. I follow him into the kitchen, trying not to feel like an intruder in what's apparently now our shared space. I was wondering what our situation is, because, like, at first I thought we lived alone, but then, like, we were in school, so I guess we're in college. For someone who just moved in, he acts like this place has been his forever. Make yourself comfortable. I'll get that tea started. Who says that? I have been. It's my house, man. The familiar domestic sounds of kettle filling and cups clinking fills the silence. Watch him move around the kitchen, unable to shake the strange feeling of familiarity. I'm Mrs. Hayworth's nephew, by the way, though you've probably heard. Smash, 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 smash. Yes, she mentioned you were going to move in. I just forgot. I sink into the couch, feeling the day's weight settle over me. The plants scattered around the room seem to perk up at my presence, their leaves rustling softly. Oh my god, the plants are alive! I should apologize again for all that. Not exactly how I planned to meet my new neighbor. His laugh echoes through the room, warm and rich. Please, if anything, I got to play knight in shining armor. Great for the ego. He hands me a steaming cup, and I notice his eyes catch on the bruises dotting my hands. I quickly curl them around the warm ceramic. Should I avoid the topic? I feel like I could be honest with him, but I just met him. Download. Be honest with him. Be honest, yeah. Let's just say it hasn't been my best day. By far. The words slip out more vulnerable than I intended. My fingers trace nervous patterns around the teacup. I expect Damien to push. Instead, something unexpected happens. Did he just look down? Did he just check me out? He settles into the armchair across from me, his own cup between his palms. You know what's good? You know what's good about bad days? He takes a slow sip of his tea, giving me time to breathe. They end. I blink, caught off guard by how plain it sounds. It's true. A small laugh escapes me before I can stop it. That's fair. Like how the best thing about prison is that you get out eventually. No, the best thing about prison is all the butt The words hang in the air for a moment, and my cheeks feel uncomfortably warm. Sorry, I didn't mean to. You're right. Unless it's a life sentence. But hey, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, they say. Annoyingly simple, huh? I'd let him make me tea. Excuse me. He leans forward, eyes twinkling. Actually, the best part of prison is my male wife prison. My prison wife, basically. Not my male wife, sorry, prison wife. The cheeks are warm from prison. True. Honestly, I'd let anyone make me tea, chat. If you make me tea, you've essentially rizzed me. Though technically, a lot of things that don't kill you just leave you really inconvenienced. This works with coffee as well. A genuine laugh bubbles up from my chest, surprising us both. Like everyone suddenly watched Batman and thought Joker is some peak philosophy. It is! Damien chuckles too. Right? If we're talking about comic book villains, I'd rather go with Lex Luthor. What? Excuse me, Lex Luthor, bro? What do you mean Lex Luthor? At least he's got a decent business sense. Yo, what? Seriously? At least the Joker's got style. Nah, you're talking about the Riddler, baby. He's got both. Lex Luthor just feels like corporate greed personified. Fair point. I have to admit, the Joker's got some lines that stick. Why so serious? That's meme gold. Don't tell me you're one of those Joker was secretly right people. Joker was secretly right! Not exactly. But think about it. Why so serious? It's a jab at how we're all chained by expectations. Society's rules, responsibilities. It's like he's saying, screw it all. Let the chaos in. Sometimes embracing the chaos and having a good laugh can be liberating. That's why he's the villain. I mean, he is the villain because that is why he's the villain, but he's not. It's that exaggerated because it is true. Why are we so serious all the time? His version of freedom it's selfish, destructive. Yeah, his version of it is. But Batman isn't perfect either. He fights for order, sure, but he sacrifices himself to do it. I did not expect to see an analysis into the Batman movies, but okay. His morals are an inconvenience even for himself, let alone people around him. If we're being real, his moral code is almost a handicap. How many lives might have been saved if he just ended the Joker the first time he escaped? This is what... No! Okay, I'm a big Batman fan. That was my number one when I was a kid. Batman and Spider-Man, okay? First, the whole point of the Joker being a random guy from Gotham is because if you kill the Joker, someone's just gonna take his place. That's the whole point. You kill the Joker, someone's just gonna take his place. Because the real enemy is Gotham, not the Joker. Does that make sense? I don't know. The room is silent except for the soft tick of a clock in the background. Clock reference? It's me. I'm yapping in the back. Do you agree, little prince? The word sends an unexpected shiver down my spine. Like, yes, killing the Joker would save lives from the Joker, but the problem is that someone would just rise to become the next Joker. Something stirs in the back of my mind. That damn feeling of deja vu. It's a societal issue, not... What did you... The house is quite lovely, isn't it? Did you just... He seamlessly changes the subject. Especially the plants. They seem livelier than I remember. There's something playful in his tone that makes my stomach flip. They just need a little care now and then. I used to spend summers here as a kid. Everything feels different now. His eyes find mine. Better, actually. His smile sharpens, catching me off guard. Though I have to admit, Aunt Liz didn't mention my new housemate would be quite so... young. Batman x Joker fic is putting me to sleep. It's Damien! Oh my god, it's Damien! He's even wearing blue! I focus intently on my tea, watching the ripples form as my hand trembles slightly. Oh my god, he's a Robin. Oh, I'm in my final year of high school. Final year. He says it like he's testing the word. Most people your age are still at home, planning college applications. Not exactly a choice. It's not exactly a choice. I hadn't meant to say it out loud. Something about the way Damien keeps gently pushing past my walls makes me slip up. I wrap my hands around the warm teacup, needing something to hold on to. You strike me as someone who's used to handling everything alone. I keep my eyes on the tea, watching the ripples. You're right there. I'm used to being on my own. You're not alone. The word hangs in the air, simple but heavier than they should be. I mean, not anymore. That's really kind of you. Yeah, that's me. Always the gentleman. He takes a slow sip of tea, his gaze still locked on me. But in a way, I think you're the one doing me a favor. What do you mean? Sharing this house with me. Giving me someone interesting to talk to for a change. I blink, caught off guard by his words. What made you decide to move in here? Damien doesn't miss a beat. His smile suggests he's completely aware of my tactical change of subject, but he plays along. Aunt Liz has been persistent. Seemed practical, considering I'm starting college nearby. College? First year at Northgate. Basketball, philosophy major. Philosophy major? Bro, I could have gone to school with you, man. I could have debated with you. I just did. His casual confidence when he says it makes it sound both impressive and somehow ordinary at the same time. I take a sip of tea. But bro, you got a useless degree. I'm gonna be so honest. Going for a philosophy major, you're insane, brother. Is that just because you're going for basketball? Like, are you gonna be playing for the college? Because I'm gonna be so for real, man. Nah, that ain't it. I find it perfectly prepared, exactly how I like it. He's definitely skilled. You look surprised. The tea is actually really good. Man, you like teabagged my tea like perfectly. A faint grin tugs at the corner of his mouth, like we're sharing a secret. My secret tip, chat. I teabag my balls into it. You seem like someone who appreciates details, little prince. Act unbothered? Why do you keep calling me Prince? Oh my god, he's the man for my dreams! Why do you keep calling me Prince? The question slips out before I can overthink it. Damien's gaze holds mine, an unreadable expression crossing his face. Maybe because you make it so easy to give you pet names, Prince. There's a teasing edge to his tone. I just think it suits you. I remember it in my dream. Why? Why? He leans back slightly, his expression thoughtful. That's a good question. I suppose it's because you have a certain something about you. Some certain je ne sais quoi. Whatever it is, it makes me want to call you Prince. His voice softens, and I feel the heat rise in my cheeks before I can stop it. Did we meet before? What makes you think that, little prince? Oh no, French. Sorry, my bad. I just always think of je ne sais quoi. I had a strange dream. I feel like that's a big one. I had a strange dream. You were in my dreams. Might sound stupid, but I think I heard someone calling me by that exact nickname. My confession hangs in the air. I glance at Damien, already regretting letting him peek through this small window into my thoughts. Damien leans forward, just a fraction. A strange dream. Tell me more. Just fragments. Nothing that makes sense. Trying to sound dismissive, but my voice betrays me. Dreams are a funny thing. Tilts his head slightly, his tone almost casual. Sometimes they're just noise. Other times, they can tell you more about yourself than you realize. You sound way too old for your age. He's a philosophy major. He's gonna be using, he's gonna be using a lot of philosophy wrong until he's like 40, okay? He's a philosophy major. Try to lighten the mood, hoping to shake the strange tension that's settled between us. Maybe I do. I wonder what school of thinking he aligns himself with. He chuckles softly, leaning back into his chair. Set down my empty cup, suddenly aware of how late it's gotten. Stoicism! I should head to my room. Thank you for everything. That's what neighbors are for. I'm just upstairs if you need anything. Day or night. There's a strange emphasis on the last word. One that makes me shiver. Sex. He's talking about sex. It leaves me with very mixed feelings. But I must be just exaggerating. He's so nice, so far. I close the door behind me with a soft click. Of course, Tiskers is already there, sprawled across my bed like he owns the place. His tail flickers lazily as his sharp yellow eyes track me across the room. Well, well, if it isn't my favorite witch. How was tea time with the new roommate? I drop under the edge of the bed, rubbing my temples. Are you saying kitty because of this kitty, or because my cat... Did you guys hear my cat meowing? It was fine. He lives upstairs, so he's either a housemate or a neighbor. Tiskers stretches, letting out a dramatic yawn. Fine, that's it. Please, give me something to work with. Oh, you didn't hear my cat? Sorry. No teasing. I didn't mean to tease. I pick up a pillow and toss it at him. He dodges it, his smug expression unshaken. There's nothing to work with. He's just very observant, and a little too good at guessing things. What are you meowing for? He's I love cats. Me too. I love cats. Observant. I think he's creepy. For some reason, you always end up with weirdos around you. What? I'm an exception, since I'm not human. You think I don't know that? I take a moment to think about the day. Sevin, Damien, even June. I don't remember the last time I had to interact with so many people in 24 hours. Oh, you heard the meows? Yeah. Yeah, he's looking at me. He wants me to go pet him, I think. I will soon. Tiskers sits up, his tail curling neatly around his paws as his tone shifts from teasing to thoughtful. Oh, is this my choice? Wait, what was the... Damien. No, I like Damien better. Damien. He called you Little Prince, didn't he? I freeze, my hand tightening around the edge of the bedspread. How do you know that? I have ears, remember? You're the only one who doesn't listen around here. And I don't like it. It's probably just a nickname. Tiskers narrows his eyes, his tail flicking again. Maybe. Maybe he's a creep. I mean, if I was a woman and you started calling me princess on the first day I met you, the first hour of meeting you, yeah, I think you're a bit of a creep. Don't call people prince or princess in the first hour, okay? It's that. I have two cats. The one that was meowing, his name is Udon, and the other is Soba. My black cat is Soba. But he's like, what is it, like a brown tabby or something? I don't know what to call. I don't really know what he is, bro. Bro's a mutt, the other one. They're brothers. And, yeah, Udon's the one that's meowing. Tiskers hops onto my stomach, making himself comfortable. People don't use words like that so casually. I let out a frustrated breath, flopping back onto the bed. Great. Another thing to stress about. Exactly what I needed. Relax, Prince. Just looking out for you. Good for you for adopting. Well, I certainly wasn't gonna lay them myself. You're far too trusting and clueless about relationships between humans. Why can't my life just be normal for once? Because you're a witch. Well, witcher, sorcerer, whatever you want to call it. Warlock. It's more based. Plus, normal isn't nearly as fun to watch. Despite the lightness in his words, I can't help but roll my eyes. Great. Glad my life is entertainment for you two. Always, my dear. Always. Now pet me. I demand attention. Now you're starting to sound like my cats. Majestic being. Now you really are my cat. You look like you got stuck mid-roll and gave up. Tiskers narrows his eyes, but the effect is ruined by the ridiculous way his tongue pokes out, just slightly, making him look silly. And now he really is my cat. Your muckery doesn't work on me. Now scratch behind the ears. Oh my god. You know the spot. With a sigh, I reach out and scratch the indicated spot, my fingers sinking into his soft fur. You look like you're malfunctioning. I press my thumb to my temple, trying to shake the dream from my mind, but it clings, like it's waiting for me to figure something out. Tisker's voice pulls me back. You're doing it again. The staring off into the distance thing. I glance down at him. He's sprawled across my lap, one paw stretched out dramatically, his tail flicking in a lazy rhythm. I'm just thinking. Overthinking, actually. It's just that dream. You're awake now. Whatever nonsense your brain cooked up can wait. It didn't feel like nonsense. It felt real. Tiskers tilts his head, studying me for a moment before letting out a long, exaggerated sigh. What is this? Fine, if it bothers you that much, think of it this way. Dreams don't lie, but they don't hand out answers either. If it's important, you'll figure it out eventually. Either way, pet me. His paw nudges my hand as his golden eyes flutter closed again. The moment feels so absurdly normal that I almost laugh. The weak light from his bedside lamp barely touches the corners of the room. Damien lies on his bed, hugging a pillow to his chest. Wait, Damien? His face is half buried in it, the soft fabric brushing against his cheek. His ass? Ah, my sweet little prince. You're just as handsome as I remember. What? He smiles into the pillow, letting out a quiet, breathy laugh. I'd like to bring you here with me, where you belong. His voice softens. But not yet. No, not yet. You're so sweet, so innocent. I can't rush this. I need to be careful, patient. He pulls the pillow closer, his fingers digging into the fabric. You'll see it eventually. How perfect we are together. That we're meant to be together. Destined even. To grow old, just the two of us. This is a man who yearns, chat. He's a real one. He catches himself laughing softly. Look at me getting ahead of myself again. His breath catches as he presses his face deeper into the pillow. You remember, don't you? I know you do. Deep down, somewhere in that beautiful mind of yours, it's all there, waiting. Something changes in his expression. Harder, more focused. His grip tightens. What do you mean, harder? Grip tightens. What are you doing underneath those pillows? Cat, please. You're mine. Always have been. Those eyes, that smile. I hope I didn't frighten you today. He sighs. I tried to be gentle. He nuzzles the pillow, his blush deepening as his thoughts spiral, voice getting breathier. But you will forgive me if I slip up, won't you? You're so kind. Yeah, it's still Udon. A quiet laugh escapes him, muffled by the pillow, but no less unsettling. Prince, my little prince. His hands clench around the pillow as if it's the only thing keeping him grounded. I can't wait. But I will. I have to. Just this once. Because I won't let you choose him again. His voice drops into a whisper, the words heavy with promise. This time you'll see. You'll stay. Oh, that's the end of the demo. Okay. I wonder if the other ending, if I just had to guess. If I just had to guess what the other ending is. Wait. I don't remember doing all these saves. These aren't my saves. What the hell? What the fuck? Did I save? Oh, those are quick loads. Okay, those are quick. Those are quick saves. Okay, let's load up to this one. Thanks, guys, for thinking my cat is, cool and cute. Yeah, it's just Udon. Let me think of, Sevin. Let's see what happens if I think of Sevin. Sevin. That punk guy? With the red hair. He seems alright. He's June's childhood friend, so I guess he must be alright. I don't trust him. Ghost save. No. Why? Tiskers hops onto my stomach, making himself comfortable. Because, dear human, I have an interest in your survival, and I feel constant trouble around you. They're just people, Tiskers. You're overthinking it. Am I? One calls you Prince like he knows you. And the other looks like a walking red flag. Literally. Yeah, he is Tiskers. Relax, Prince. I'm just looking out for you. You're far too trusting and clueless about relationships between humans. He's so loud. He really wants my attention. Why can't my life just be normal for once? Where are you? I got him. He's in my arms now. Why can't my life just be normal for once? Because you're a witch. Well, witcher, sorcerer, whatever you want to call it. Oh, let me skip? Oh, okay. That damn guy. He mutters, pushing himself up onto his elbows, hands balling into fists as he tries to steady himself. Don't paw at me. Meow. Boop. So now I'm just petting my cat. Lay down. Lay down on my lap, okay? Ah! Okay, then he stuck out his nails. There you go. Stay. Stay. No, it's your claws, dude. Stop. No. Okay, you're on the keyboard now. Nope. Okay. Nope. Stop. They don't like being held. Where's the button? Okay, but it doesn't block out his image. The dream clings to him, refusing to fade like normal dreams should. The room is too dark to make out the time. Why him? Who is he? The thought is suffocating. Are we in some kind of time loop, maybe? Or a reincarnating story, maybe? His fist clenched tightly, his knuckles turning white as he tried to steady his erratic breathing. What the hell is this? Why is it always the same damn guy? Takes a hand through his messy hair, tugging slightly at the strands as if the slight pain will wake him fully. His eyes drift to his guitars against the wall. Usually it helps, but tonight it might as well be furniture. This is getting annoying. It's not just a dream. He collapses back onto the bed, his head hitting the pillow with more force than necessary. His face keeps floating back in his mind, strangely familiar in a way that makes no sense. Like remembering something he's lost but can't name. It feels too real. He says to the empty room, like it's trying to tell me something. Frustration coils in his gut. He hates this feeling, like he's missing a puzzle piece. I can't stand this. He punches the mattress beside him, knowing sleep is done for the night. I need a drink. Oh, okay, so that's the separate ending. Okay, there you go, chat. I guess that's the endings, I guess. So I don't think there's anything else that we can get right now. I think that's it for now. That's all for Witches Bound. I'm pretty sure there was just the 2 endings to the story. Good demo. Pretty strong on it. I liked it. I know it wasn't super, like, eventful, maybe, but it introduced the 2 guys very nice and our weird and wacky life. I do like that they added in a male MC. I always think inclusion is nice. Obviously, this was originally an otome for a girl, but it's really cool, and I do like it. Both of these boys are down bad for us. A little bit more knowledge. I'm on the game page right now. Damien is 20, I guess, because he's obviously in his first year of college. He likes tea, books, rainstorms, and sports. And there's Sevin, who's 18, who likes rock music, spicy food, and guitars. And June was also 18 and likes cats, coffee, sports, and holidays. I like it though. There's some good lore mixed in here. I do like the cat a lot. I think everyone likes the cat. Cats are awesome. That's an easy way. It's a pretty easy way to get people to like them. It's a pretty easy, good way to like character. Add cats. It's safe for worker only right now, but in the future there will be NSFW content. Okay, in the future, this game will be NSFW, so I'm kind of excited for that to see where it goes. Nice one from where I came in. Yeah, you didn't miss much, Jimin's baby girl. Saying your name is hard. What do I call you? Can I have a nickname to call you? I don't want to call you Jimin because I feel like that's the person you like, and I don't want to call you baby girl for obvious reasons. Hey, baby girl. Yeah, no, I don't like that. Ooh. I don't like to call people baby. Oh, can I get a hydrate check? Ugh. But I guess I could just keep calling you Jimin's baby girl. What else was I about to say? I lost my train of thought because of that. YouTube! You call them 143? True, but I feel like that's kind of rude. But maybe some people enjoy numbers for a name. Anyways, YouTube, if you like this game, please. If you like this video, you like this demo, it was really cute, and the art was really nice to see the character arts. I like their style. I like how they do their noses. I don't know. It's like different. I never see noses like that. It's really cute. So, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please clock that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm Clock if you forgot, and we upload videos like this every day on the channel. Visual novels, indie games, horror games. We do something new every single day. We stream almost daily on the Twitch and daily uploads on the YouTube. Please, if you like this. Oh, and there's a backlog of hundreds of videos just like this, okay? So please, please subscribe. Helps me out a lot, okay? I appreciate it a lot. You guys are awesome. 30K soon? Anyways, with that, I'm clocking out. So I'll see you later. Peace.